Welcome to La French Tech AI Summit 2025 with the theme AI Frontiers from Agentic to AGI. My name is Christina, and it's a pleasure to be your host today.
And I'm Chandini. We are honored to welcome all of you and distinguished guests, His Excellency Monsieur Fabien Penone, French Ambassador to Indonesia, Timor-Leste, and ASEAN, Ibu Clarissa Tanusudibyo, Deputy Chair for Communications and Digital at the Indonesian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Kadin Indonesia, Bapak Lugas Chief Financial Officer of BNI Ventures, innovators, policymakers, entrepreneurs, and partners of the French and Indonesian tech ecosystem.
Before we begin, we would like to extend our heartfelt appreciation to our partners, sponsors, who made today's summit possible. Our main partners, BNI Ventures.
Our gold sponsors, Hypeace, Vizier Technologies, and Top Golf.
Our media partner, Retimes.
And our community partners, Kumpul and Impact Hub.
This event is also supported by Embassy of France to Indonesia, Kadin, IFCCI, les conseillers du commerce extérieur de la France, Business France, Institut français d'Indonésie, and Union des Français de l'étranger.
Thank you for your continued collaboration for strengthening this French-Indonesian innovation ecosystem.
Today, we gather to explore the next frontier of artificial intelligence, from autonomous agents to the pathways towards AGI, through our panel discussion with our esteemed speakers.
We will also have a business matching session with BNI Ventures, featuring 14 startups.
And then we have Women in French Tech Awards to honor the role of women in advancing technology to create a positive impact.
All right, so to begin our summit, we invite our opening speakers to share their insights and set the tone for today's discussion.
Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Anne Caron and Raza Nazar, co-presidents of La French Tech Indonesia, to deliver their opening remarks and introduce La French Tech Indonesia.
Working. Good morning, everyone. Selamat pagi. Bonjour à tous. Before we dive into AI, startups, corporate innovation, and everything we've prepared for you today, I'd like to begin with a small story. A story most of you already know, but one that changed everything. On 13 November 2022, Sam Altman introduced ChatGPT to the world. None of us knew what to expect. Most of us tried, but just by curiosity. And yet, in just 3 years, almost to the day, AI has completely reshaped our world. In 2025, global investment in AI is expected to reach $1.5 trillion. Agentic AI is growing faster than anything we've ever seen, replacing repetitive work and at unprecedented scale. Chip makers are crossing $5 trillion USD valuation. Data centers are rising everywhere, becoming the new infrastructure of our century. Some people say it's a bubble. Is it? Today, we are here to explore exactly that with nuance, facts, and the experience of the best minds in our ecosystem. 3 panels to understand the next decade. Panel number 1, Agentic AI. Will agents make us more productive? What jobs will disappear? What new roles will emerge? Panel number 2, AGI and ASI. How close are we? How fast will capabilities grow? And how should Indonesia and the region prepare? Panel number 3, AI and sustainability. not AI consuming energy, but how AI can help us build a more sustainable future. Energy optimization, grid efficiency, prediction models, and how Indonesia can leapfrog. One of our core missions is to bring startups and corporate together. So today we are hosting a special business matching session with 14 incredible startups, pitching in front of our corporate guests, a rare opportunity to open real conversation and real deals. And we will close this day the way we opened the year, by celebrating the incredible women of our ecosystem with the 2025 edition of our Women in French Tech Awards. We've been highlighting the women of our community all year, and tonight we celebrate them properly. So please stay until the end. You won't regret it. Before passing to microphone to my co-president Anne, who will share more about La French Tech and our Indonesian chapter, I want to express my deep gratitude. Monsieur l'Ambassadeur, Fabien Penone, thank you, truly. Your arrival coincided exactly with the birth of La French Tech Indonesia. And ever since, you have supported every event, every initiative with kindness and encouragement. We are very lucky to have you with us. Thank you. My second heartfelt thank you goes to Sébastien Gauthier, President of IFCCI, Indonesian French Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Your support, availability, and friendship since day one have been instrumental in our growth. Thank you also to Mathieu Lavoine and the French Trade Advisor CCE. Thank you, Alain-Pierre Mignon. I think he should be somewhere in the room, and the UFE team. Sylvain Biard and the Business France team. Jules Hirman and the entire IFE team for graciously hosting us today. Vincent is in the room representing Jules. La French Tech Indonesia would not exist without the incredible support of our partners, French and Indonesian. Passoni, who unfortunately couldn't join, leading Garuda Spark, supporting us since nearly by the beginning. Ibu Francisca introduced us to Ibu Clarissa, who is here today with us. Thank you so much for your time and availability to join us today. Pa Edison from Urcham, we met recently, but I already feel this is the beginning of a strong long-term relationship. To BNI Ventures, thank you. Without your support today, business matching would not exist. Your team, Pa Edi, Pa Lugas, Pa Indra, Pa Fudi, and especially Ibu Asti, is professional, smart, and a real pleasure to work with. Thank you. To our gold members, Hypeace, Vizier Technologies, and Top Golf, huge thank you. Jérôme, this is your third time supporting our summit, and we deeply appreciate your friendship. Thank you also to Hartman. I don't know if he already arrived. The owner of Top Golf. Even though our relationship is new, the spark is real. And thank you to JK Chocolat, Vree Times, Kumpul, Impact Hub for helping us spread the word far and wide. And special thank you also to David Sukassing from Angin for always providing support and guidance. None of this happens without the people who build today, volunteers, who have full-time jobs, run companies, and still found time to prepare this summit with passion. David, Stefan, Bruno, Erez, Joan, Shofa, Pandu, Danny, and of course, our beautiful Christina and Chandini. Thank you for hosting us and doing MC for us today. Graciously, I remind everybody we are all working here as volunteers. And to all of you attending, thank you for being here. Let's make this a day to remember. Now I leave the floor to my partner in crime, and Caron.
Hi everyone, distinguished guests, Monsieur l'Ambassadeur, dear partners, entrepreneurs and friends here, bonjour and selamat pagi. I'm truly honored to be here with you today as co-president of La French Tech Indonesia, alongside with Raza, to celebrate innovation and the strong tech bridge between France and Indonesia. Let me first take you to Paris for a moment. It's quite cold, but bear with me. La French Tech is the official mission of the French government to support startups and tech ecosystems worldwide. It was created in 2013, and it has three core missions. The first one is to promote the French tech ecosystem globally, the second to support startups at every stage, and the third to lead a powerful national and international network. In France, La French Tech is the single door for all startups. Whether you need help with incorporation, with tax credits, public tenders, international expansion, or raising funds, one entry point connects you to every government program. For the most promising companies, we also have elite programs like La French Tech 2030 or French Tech Next 40 120, which those select the 120 highest potential scale-ups each year and give them privileged access to mentoring, investors, public contracts, and even dedicated support from ministries. We also created the French Tech Visa in order to attract the best global talents. This is a fast-tracked procedure for founders, employees, and investors from anywhere in the world. Now, today, the strength of the French tech lies in its global reach. As of today, there are 16 French tech capitals in France, 32 regional communities inside the country, and more than 70 international communities across the 5 continents, including here in Indonesia. So this brings us home, La French Tech Indonesia. So our community was born exactly 3 years ago, officially 4 years, with a 1 year of gestation, with a clear ambition and 3 simple missions. The idea is really to build a community that truly counts, a place where entrepreneurs feel supported and inspired. Also to connect the French and Indonesian tech ecosystems in both directions. And finally, to put startups in direct contact with corporates to create real business and what we proudly call Choose La French Tech. And this is exactly what we're doing today. The business matching session that Raza spoke about will be the perfect illustration of our kind mission, mission in action, connecting ambitious startups that we have here with decision makers here in the room as well from large companies. So today, La French Tech Indonesia gathers more than 390 members from 19 nationalities, and I'm partly proud to say that 50% of our members are Indonesian. That tells the story of a community that is not only French in Indonesia, but truly Franco-Indonesian. We are here to stay, to grow together, and to write the next chapter of technological cooperation between our 2 countries, especially in this exciting era of artificial intelligence. Thank you very much for being part of this journey. Merci, terima kasih, and let's build the future together. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup. You may return to your seats now. Thank you. Now we are honored to invite His Excellency Monsieur Fabien Penone, French Ambassador to Indonesia, Timor-Leste, and ASEAN, to deliver his opening remarks. Please.
Dear Raza, dear Anne, co-presidents of the French Tech Indonesia, dear Mrs. Clarissa Tanoso-Dibjo, Vice Chair of Kadin for Communication and Digital Affairs, Monsieur le Président de la Chambre de Commerce et d'Industrie, Monsieur le Président de la section des conseillers du commerce extérieur, Monsieur le Président du Conseil consulaire, s'il nous a rejoints, representative of Eurocham, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me tell you that it's a great pleasure for me to welcome you here at the French Institute, especially thanking also Raza and Anne for choosing to hold this Artificial Intelligence Summit here at the Institute. Before talking especially on artificial intelligence, I'd just like to focus a little bit on the reinforcement of our bilateral relationship. As you know, Indonesia is a key priority for the French government as well as for the Indonesian government to reinforce its relationship with France. Over the last 7 months, we made very important progress, real achievements. The state visit by President Macron to Indonesia, followed by the official visit by President Prabowo Subianto to Paris during the Bastille Day with the Indonesian troops parading on the Champs-Élysées. These were very symbolic, significant moments where we decided first to put in a very important category our bilateral relationship, a strategic partnership we will develop and diversify over the years to come. And the second objective was clearly to say now we will work for the long term to identify new sectors, new areas where we will cooperate together. We have quite a strong bilateral relationship in the field of defense and security, as you know, and this will keep on reinforcing in the months to come. We have also developed our cooperation on culture, not only heritage and museum cooperation, but also cultural and creative industries with far-reaching consequences for the topics we are discussing together. Just mentioning video games, for instance, but also other creative industries like cinema, video games, design, and so on. But we want to reinforce also this cooperation in the fields of university, academic, science, and technology cooperation, as well as obviously our business and trade relationship and in investments. In this far-reaching scope, let me say that obviously our cooperation on technologies and working on the future dimension, future sector of tech is also very important to develop new business opportunity, but also to work together on the importance need of regulating, giving the appropriate framework for the development of this tech. Indonesia is very visible on the international stage, is sharing the same values as us in terms of multilateralism, respect for the rules, helping to set an international orders, and as you know, for artificial intelligence, there too we need to strike a quite fine balance between encouraging, supporting the development of this new industry, as well as in parallel to be sure that it will be beneficial for everybody. So another avenue for cooperation between France and Indonesia, new technologies, and especially artificial intelligence. Regarding especially artificial intelligence, I would say that basically this is now a topic that interests really all over the world. Reza and Anne mentioned it before. Students, researchers, technology experts, the business community, as well as, of course, governments. As a matter of fact, for France, as you probably know, we hosted in February this year, the second art was launched by President Macron, gathering thousands of participants from the artificial intelligence sector coming from more than 100 countries. Thousands of participants from the artificial intelligence sector coming from more than 100 countries. Indonesia was represented there by the Minister for Communication and Digital Affairs. The aim, as it was designed by President Macron, of this international summit was twofold. First, to showcase the expertise of the shareholders, stakeholders. We know that we need to gather action to put this technology at the service of the general interests. Indeed, if you let me recap the French position, France supports artificial intelligence development as we recognize its potential for helping us to tackle the challenges of tomorrow and for providing new growth opportunities. This is why, for instance, since 2017, the French government has invested around 2.5 billion euros to create artificial intelligence clusters and support training as well as the reinforcement of calculus capacities in France. And you know that regarding math and our expertise technology is quite deep in these fields. And we welcome during this summit more than 110 billion euros of new investment in France for the private sector in this field. So France is really a hub for artificial intelligence. This is a key priority for the French government. At the same time, as I said before, France also believes it is important to develop a strong framework, governance framework for artificial intelligence in order to ensure that artificial intelligence is developed in a manner that is safe, secure, trustworthy, equitable, and beneficial to all. And from this viewpoint, I know that, because we have been discussing that with the Indonesian government, that Indonesia is also sharing the same views, as well as Kadin, for instance. Therefore, I am very glad that we are organizing now this meeting today with panels focusing on the rise of autonomous tools, the evolution of the technology, as well as sustainability. This is an important moment, but this is not a one-shot. I know that the two co-presidents will work also in the future to keep the momentum. So I wish you a fruitful exchange today, and be sure that the French embassy, and beyond that, the French authorities, are really keen on reinforcing our cooperation in this field. I would like also to thank again the French Tech Indonesia community, and Raza and Anne insisted on that. There are many volunteers, so I would like to thank them for their support. This is a new topic for cooperation between France and Indonesia, but I'm pretty sure that will be fruitful for the future. So thank you so much. Terima kasih banyak.
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur l'Ambassadeur. And now, please welcome Chief Financial Officer of BNI Ventures, Bapak Lugas Pranca Fitri, to deliver his opening remarks.
Yeah. Thank you. Your Excellency, Ambassador Fabien Penone, Co-President of La France Tech Indonesia, Raza and Anne, Ibu Clarissa Tanusudebio, Deputy Chair of Communication and Digital at Kadin, distinguished guests, partners, innovators, founders, and also friends of LFT Indonesia. Good morning. Bonjour, Assalamualaikum, may peace be upon us. It is truly an honor for me to be here representing BNI Ventures at this exciting gathering, the AI Summit 2025, held by La France Tech in collaboration with BNI Ventures. We, as part of BNI Group, our mandates also contain of accelerating innovation and digital transformation. This is visible by programs such as Match Arc that we are conducting here with La France Tech, where we want to match the startup with the business units, co-create solution, and turn prototype into real implementation across BNI Group, and hopefully also with the corporate partners in this beautiful event. At BNI Ventures, we see that AI is not only a technological trend, but also a strategic lever on how to lever our competitiveness. AI is changing on how the values are created. It's impacting on how banks, corporations operate, how risk is managed, how customer can be served, and how companies can scale. This is truly scary and exciting. Of course, beyond those kind efficiencies and potential, we also see that AI is also opening the door for something deeper and meaningful. That is the greater financial inclusion, SME empowerment, educational access, and even stronger digital resilience for us, if done right and ethical way. For a country as large and diverse as Indonesia, this is truly a transformative opportunity for us. And this is where our collaboration with France become relevant. We believe France also is one of the Europe's leader in AI research. We have Mistral, deep tech startups, ethical, and also pioneering in the ethical AI frameworks. By working together, connecting our ecosystem through events like this, we hope we can spark new conversation, new partnership, and new ideas. Thank you. Enjoy the event, and let's continue building the future together. Thank you.
Bapak, you may remain on the stage, Pak. Thank you so much. Because right now, we would like to invite Caron and Raza Nazar from La French Tech Indonesia, as well as Sebastian Gauthier, President of IFCCI, to join us on the stage to receive tokens of appreciation from Pak Lugas from BNI Ventures.
We will now invite Monsieur l'Ambassadeur Fabien Penone and Ibu Clarissa Tanusudipio to come on stage for receiving a present from us, from La French Tech Indonesia, and to have some photos together.
All right, thank you everyone. Now you may return to your seats.